That is, if Putin succeeds in Ukraine, and you'd have to guess, given the size of the Russian forces there, he will succeed at terrible cost. What's next? And people ask in particular whether Putin will next move to try to essentially take back the Baltics, reduce or eliminate your independence the way he's trying to destroy the independence of Ukraine. Tell me first how likely you think such a move is, and then I want to talk about what the West can do to help you prevent that.
Well, there is a significant difference, of course, between us and Ukraine in a way that we are members of NATO and European Union. And yes, there was a bet by Putin also against the Ukraine that, you know, there will be nobody for you because you're not NATO member, you are not EU member, so there will be nobody for you. There will be just words and prayers. But what we see, as a matter of fact, happening, that even countries that was unimaginable that they would supply lethal weapons to a country that is not member of NATO. Now we are seeing that happening. It's much more hard to explain why you are not supporting Ukraine today in terms of weapon supplies than to explain why you are doing this. And we as a country were among those who started to do it from the beginning, together with our allies in the United States, so United Kingdom and other Baltic countries and Poland. So basically, the big difference is that also NATO reacted to the situation swiftly and quickly, and responded with supplying more troops, more boots on the ground, and more other measures that could deter, that could be used as a deterrent for Kremlin regime. So I think that, you know, we can only speculate what would be the moves of Putin if he succeeds in Ukraine, although I see little chance of him succeeding, because even if he can take Kyiv, the fight that will be fought by Ukrainian people will be very long, and it will be devastating for Putin's regime, because this is a country that thrown down two of Kremlin installed presidents and elected democratically a couple of parliaments and couple of presidents, and they cherish their freedom very much. So I don't think this could be a long-term solution. Yes, of course, he can place his army, he can place his militia and others, but I'm afraid that then the territory that he needs to sustain in his heavy fist becomes a little bit too big, and the number of people a little bit too numerous. So I think that it will be a very big problem and a very big mistake. But apart from this, of course, we see it in his sort of outlook about the world. He is saying or in his ultimatum, he is suggesting that NATO should withdraw all the dislocations and everything that has been placed, not only in Baltic states, but also in wider Central and Eastern Europe. And then this is a question for us as Western democracies. Should we actually, how should we react? So I think there should be stronger deterrence in the region, and this is happening. There should be also more investments into defense and security, and this is happening. And what happened yesterday in Bundestag is absolutely tectonic, I would say. It's absolutely game-changing, because a week ago, I think nobody would have imagined Germany saying that we are going to increase our defense spending up to NATO minimum. And we are doing that for quite a number of years already. And of course, this is very important, because it means that there will be more resources for defense. NATO is not an attack alliance, it's a defense alliance, and it will remain like that. But I think the message is crystal clear that Article 5 is actually a real thing, and I have no ground to believe that this is not true.